Hello and welcome back to another Steam video. Yeah, I'm once again having a midlife crisis, reliving my youth, and I've bought a Wilesco 310 steam tractor. So for those of you that have seen my other Wilesco videos, these things are made in Germany. It's just so amazing that things like this are still made in the old traditional way, and I have to warn you that these little models are totally addictive. So this is a steam tractor, rather like a steam traction engine, actually based on a genuine steam tractor from the UK. Actual Astel brothers there. I did look it up on, you can Google this. This was an actual working steam tractor. I suppose this was sort of during the day just before diesel kind of took over from steam. And Wilesco have done a fantastic job here, and it's actually quite a realistically scaled model as well. And looking around the model, as you can see, once again, all metal construction, very little plastic on this model at all. I can only find probably one bit of plastic, and that's the throttle control itself, screwed together with some really nice brass screws. And it is just amazing that, you know, in 2017 you can buy things like this, these fantastic toys that are made in the same traditional way as they were in the 1970s. And if you look after one of these models, these will last you a lifetime. And if parts do break and wear out, well, there are parts available directly from Wilesco in Germany. You can do a direct factory order. Everything is available. And there really is just such lovely attention to detail when you get into the model itself. And of course, being a live steam model, well, it works. It self-propels, it drives, it steers. You've got a two-way throttle on it as well. So yeah, it's something that really does work. So right out of the box, completely blown away with nostalgia, absolutely amazed. But I've got one criticism on the model itself, is that the roof section here, which is held on quite strongly with magnets, isn't quite a perfect fit. As you can see, there is a little bit of kind of difference between the two magnets. So yeah, I suppose you could just very carefully sort of bend it, but that's a little bit of a shame. But that's my only criticism on the model. So yeah, that should have been checked before it left the sort of factory, but that was it, just the one thing. Right, like my D18 Wilesco model, you have to oil all moving parts. It does have a small little oil reservoir here, just by the piston, which once you've done this for the first time, you just have to put in a few drops of oil and just sort of suck that into the piston to make sure that the piston is sort of lubricated. Then it's a question of just going around all other moving surfaces and just applying a little bit of machine oil. Of course, these are metal on metal contact surfaces. There's no sort of bearings, unfortunately, on this model. I'm afraid you do have to sort of go way up the price range before you start getting white metal and roller bearings. So once everything's nice and oiled and you're happy with that, you can then start thinking about filling up the boiler. Now, I use distilled water, so there's no lime or escal or anything like that. I've got this stuff from Carplan, which you can use in irons and car batteries and things. And yeah, it's a little bit tricky filling up the boiler on this one. The roof does come off, and you do give you a little funnel. But I think I might probably invest in a larger syringe. A lot of people actually syringe this directly into the boiler with a little tube. And I think that's probably the best way to do it. But yeah, I've sped this up a little bit, of course. But yeah, I managed it no problem. Now, unlike my D18 stationary engine, there's no pressure gauge on this particular model. It's a bit of a shame, really, because that's quite handy to know that when you're getting up to pressure. But basically, you just have to sort of keep an eye on the water, make sure that it doesn't obviously run low, because you can damage the boiler. And put your safety valve in like I'm doing here, just sort of check that that's operational. And once the safety valve starts to pop, then you know that you're up to pressure. Right, I think it's time that I fired this for the very first time. So we're just going to use 2 of these paraffin wax tablets. And then once they're alight, I'm going to sort of very carefully sort of put these underneath the boiler. And I think I'll just be quiet for a minute so you can hear the engine start up for the first time. So this is what it's all about, the smell of the paraffin tablets burning, hot evaporating steam oil, the steam itself. It's just got a really nice engineering-y sort of smell about it. The missus absolutely hates it, of course, but it's so nostalgic, something I really love. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking just in a minute. I did take this outside and give it a run. It wasn't the best weather, as you shall see, but I did get it running outside, so I'm going to leave you with that. And anyway, just like to say cheers, thanks for watching, and I'll do some more Steam videos very soon in the future. Cheers.